Hey everybody, and welcome to this new little series of mine. I decided to begin making these videos as a sort of mental catharsis. Over the years, stress and worries have bogged me down and left me a little exhausted. Not helping is the fact that most people in my community aren't interested in what I'm interested in. I've had very few places where I've just been able to talk freely about the things I like and what I have passions for. So that's the idea around this series. I'll be coming up with random topics based on current events or current interests of mine. For the most part, my interests are video games and technology, so expect a lot of that in my videos. One other thing, I am not an expert and I don't claim to be one. These are just my thoughts and opinions, and I'll probably make quite a few mistakes along the road. If I get any facts wrong or if I misinterpret something, don't be afraid to point it out to me. Just remember to do it in a civil way. Being a prick about it won't get you closer in line at the complaint department. Anyways, for the first installment, let's discuss the Wii U. Now for those of you out there who haven't heard, the Wii U is Nintendo's new game console. The key features are full 1080p high definition, a moderated, safe internet game community, and the most notable addition, the Wii U gamepad. It's a separate screen that can be used for additional game mechanics, things like a touchscreen inventory, a second window to see hidden items, a way to use a specific weapon, and anything else the human imagination can think of. Now, I've had my hands on the Wii U for a few weeks now, and so far I'm loving what I see. One of the more addicting things about the Wii U for me is Wara Wara Plaza, the console's opening screen. There's something entertaining about seeing the most popular Miiverse posts on startup. I've spent quite a few minutes of my time just reading comments, looking at fan pictures, and watching what the Miis do. But the novelty will probably wear off sometime down the road. I've taken a look at the Wii U eShop, and right now it's pretty undernourished. To be expected, of course. Very rarely does a console hit shelves with a huge catalog of day one AAA games. That being said, what we got to pick from isn't that bad. We've got some AAA titles like Assassin's Creed and Batman Arkham City available via download, as well as download-only games like Mighty Switch Force and Trine 2. And there's also Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Game Party Champions, Family Party, 30 Great Games, Obstacle Arcade. Well, shovelware usually gets to Nintendo consoles at some point. Not really surprising that it's now readily available to download at any time at your convenience. And of course, the Wii U is preloaded with a bunch of video services like YouTube, Amazon Video, Hulu, and Netflix. I don't use most of these services, so it makes little difference for me, but I have heard that the Netflix app works fine. Makes sense. Netflix was one of those things on the Wii that kept most of the adults interested. It pays to make sure that app works like it should. I did try the YouTube app, but I wasn't impressed with it. Most YouTube apps I've tried have had terrible user interfaces and make me wish I was sitting at my computer desk instead. Really, if you want to watch internet videos, I'd use the built-in internet browser instead. An extra bonus is that you can minimize the videos on the gamepad and search for another video while the group you're with keeps watching the videos on the big screen. It's not much, and it's a really niche feature, but I do see some uses for it, like at a party, showing off videos to friends, things like that. Actually, while writing this, it occurs to me that you could easily just make a YouTube playlist and connect a laptop to a TV. Screw it. I guess it's a nice option. One interesting thing about the Wii U is its ability to sync up all your current TV entertainment into one interface. Nintendo TV is a system where you can take all your current services, like your current cable box and TiVo, and program them into the Wii U. The Wii U will then take the info you've given it and set up an interface of all your favorite TV and movie options. It looks up all the broadcasting schedules for the shows and channels you choose and tells you when certain things will be on. Then, when you select something via the interface, the remote sensor located at the front of the Wii U gamepad changes the channel to whatever you picked. Once again, it's a novelty for most, but at the same time, I see a lot of families benefiting from this. The kind of families that have a ton of different services and a ton of different remotes and a ton of different shows that can become difficult to manage. To have one anchoring program where all your viewing options are on it will be a lifesaver for some hectic families. And on a related note, since the Wii U has the extra touchscreen, some games won't require you to use the TV at all. Now you can play some of your favorite Wii U games while another person watches their favorite soap or favorite baseball team on TV. I've already started seeing this in action at my house, and it's a relief we can avoid starting a never-ending argument over who gets what next. Sadly, consoles never come out perfect, and the Wii U has quite a few issues. Some of them may even be deal breakers for some. I've heard the argument that the gamepad hasn't shown much in terms of new game mechanics, and that some of the examples could be programmed into a game without a second screen. For some of them, yeah, I could see that. But let's not shun it just yet. Having just come out, someone out there could come up with some cool ideas for it. While I'm really excited that friend codes are now gone and the online Nintendo community has vastly improved, it's a shame that the community is going to be heavily moderated. I mean, I get it. Someone's 5-year-old kid's going to be playing on this system, and they're going to need things to be as clean and friendly as possible. Still, it's a shame that people need to extremely censor themselves if they choose to play on this system. Another big problem is with the Wii U's load times. Almost every single menu or game change you do requires a long, drawn-out load process. Here, watch how long it takes for me to load up the YouTube app. Okay. Right. You see that? 46 seconds! Everything runs fine when I'm in the app, but it takes so much time to load it up. And that's just the app. There's more long load times just returning to the main menu. I've heard that Nintendo is currently working on improving the user experience and that updates will be released pretty soon, so this probably won't be an issue in a few months. The biggest problem I've run into is the download speeds. I decided to buy a game from the eShop that was about 5.5 gigabytes. The download time? 6 hours! That is pathetic. When I could potentially download a 16 gig game on my computer in about 3 hours, I expect to get a 5 gig game in under that time at the very least. Perhaps this was an influx of people trying to get it at the same time. I hope that's the case, because waiting this long for a download to finish is going to be pretty crippling down the road for Nintendo. But overall, I'm excited we have one. I am so pumped for the big Nintendo franchises to get their own HD games on the Wii U. And I'm extra excited that I can enjoy using it without feeling like an idiot while using the demo stations. So, what do you guys think about the Wii U? If you've got your own 2 cents to share, feel free to post them in the comments below. That's all for this video. Next time, I'll probably talk a little more in depth about the games on the Wii U. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.